Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Johanna. For those of you who are new here, welcome. For those of you who are returning, welcome back. In today's video, I'll be doing the April edition of the Stash Dive collab hosted by Poet Spice. And if that is of interest to you, please stay tuned. Alright guys, so for the entire year of 2022, Poet Spice is hosting a collab. So there's a bunch of people listed in my description box that are participating in this. Every third Friday of the month, we will be posting a video with this hashtag, and it's about using our stuff that's been in our stash for more than 6 months. And you will see just a variety of different craft projects and whatnot. So definitely go ahead and check out the channels below. Definitely go and check out Poet Spice, and thank you so much, my dear, for hosting this year-long collab video. Now, in the past, I have been creating on camera, but I'm feeling a little tired. I've been doing some decluttering and whatnot, so I thought I would just show you some finished projects, and then if you're interested in seeing the process, then I could certainly do that for my May Stash Dive video. But like I have been doing, I am using some paper out of this. It is Daria Song's The Time Garden. It is a coloring book that I purchased in the beginning part of 2021 and then realized it's just not really my style, and so I'm using this as sort of crafting paper, although let's be honest, I've got a ton of scrapbook paper, but I think for the entire year I'm going to try to figure out some way to incorporate this just so that I get some use out of it. I flipped this over because there is a glare, but I also used this sticker book that my friend Andy had sent to me, oh God, a couple of years ago, I think. And this is Jen Hatfield's Homemade. I don't even know if this is still available. If you're interested in any of the items I've shown, leave me a comment below. I normally don't link things in my video any longer. I did use some of the card blanks that my sister had purchased, and so they're at least 9 or 10 years old. It looks like this. It is rather old, and it's just a bunch of those postcard and then some envelopes. It is from Carlton Cards. I've seen this in Walmart. Okay, well, pre-pandemic, I saw this in Walmart when I was actually more of a browser. I make lists and just shop for what I need these days, but I know I've seen it there. But that's what I used last month. That's what I used this month. And what I thought I would take a stab at is making some cards. My sister loved making cards. I've never been into it. I will either ask someone that I know who makes cards to either give me some, or I purchase some, or I just buy them from like Long's or Walmart or whatever. And then the other thing I use just before I show you what I've made is some die cuts that I had purchased from Etsy. I had bought these, and I'm sorry if there's a glare, several years ago when I was still making journals, and I wanted this to be part of the cover art. I couldn't tell you what Etsy shop I bought it from, but it's die cuts from Etsy. So actually, let me put this in here because of the glare. I'll show you the cards that I make. Now, again, I'm not a card maker, so just be prepared. So the first one I made is this one right here. So that's that coloring page. Because they are more postcard than actual cards, I had put this on here to be like a flip up. Now, as you can see the card underneath, and that was a mistake. But I think it's a mistake that actually works because it just adds a little bit of color to what is a rather stark image. And I just glued the die cut on top of it. I could have used foam dots, and actually while I was decluttering I found some, but because the image is so small and so thin, I thought it would get too banged up. So I just decided to glue it straight on the page there. This is a sticker from that sticker book that I showed you. And then as a card, this if you were very particular about it or selling it, you probably want to cover this up because the image is upside down, obviously. But for me, it's no big deal. And then this gives me plenty of room to go ahead and do a card. But also, this would actually, I think, be very interesting in a journal. So for the things that I'm going to be showing you, more than likely, I will repurpose this and put this in a journal, because I think this would make a nice journaling spot that could either be tucked in or that could be tipped in. Although I guess you couldn't tip it in because, well, no, you could tip it in with this back card like that. Yeah, I'd have to figure out how I was going to use this, but I thought that was interesting. And then the way I attached it, I just glued it and folded over that way. This one I just made as just a single postcard. Again, for my purposes, I'll probably just use this as a tip-in one of my journals. And then if you were sending this as a card, you could certainly write on the back and add more embellishments if you wanted to. And this is just a piece of book paper that I have. This is another part of that coloring book, a die cut. I did use my Pentel Dual Hybrid pen just to mark some of the stars there that kind of lead to that. Again, that's another sticker from that sticker book I showed you. And then the final one is this, and this one I actually attached on this side with washi tape, and then because there is that little bit of a gap, I used some clear tape here just to make sure that that didn't get separated or anything stick in there. But then what I did was, again, use a little piece of that coloring book. This both of these here are actually stickers from that sticker book I showed you, and then a die cut. Now I certainly could have embellished this more, but I thought it was very simple. I like this stark black on the different colors, and I like that depending on how you do the background, it does make it look like a set. This certainly could be sent out as a set. I think this would be actually a nice gift if you make a bunch of blank cards and send them to friends so that they can send them to friends or family or coworkers or whatever. But I like that it kind of ties it together, even though the colors are very similar because they did come out of that card pack, but they still look different. I don't know. I think it looks interesting. My attempt at cards, especially when I watch some of my friends, Poet, Emma, Erica, do some card making or showing some cards on their channels, like, yeah, it's very simplistic and straightforward, but my mentality is more from a journal perspective, because I could always add more to this than an actual card making, because I like making cards, which I don't know that I do. Anyway, that is my video for this edition. Again, if you'd like to see me kind of put something like this together, I can certainly do that for the May edition. I didn't do a lot of planning this month just because of health and other issues. So yeah, definitely let me know in the comments below if you'd like to see something like this for May. All right, guys. Well, that's it for me for now. And as always, aloha.